After Liverpool had done so at Anfield, they faced Norwich on Merseyside, and they got a fright 3 minutes into the second half from the Canaries, Glenn.
They certainly did. You know what? Norwich started on the front foot. They went there with no fear, and they really did. They get a little bit of good fortune here, but before they scored, they were actually putting a lot of pressure on Liverpool, but it was a little bit early in the game. It was a long time for them to hang out, and in the end, Liverpool overpowered them in the end. That's a wonderful bicycle kick goal there from Mané.
3 goals in 17 minutes from all of the front three, and this a landmark one for Mo Salah.
Well, landmark one for him, but it's a fantastic assist from the goalkeeper as well. Alisson, he spots it. He gets a bit of a look, I think, with the finish, but it's brilliant goal record for Mo Salah. What a player he's been. I just felt the Norwich goal got Liverpool angry, and he sort of dropped it down a gear and went, "We got to do something special here."
That was good to see Díaz get off the mark. It was a lovely finish, wasn't it? Great ball from Henderson and that. But there's certainly a lot of Liverpool supporters come that Man City Everton game who are going to be Everton fans for a day, without a doubt.
Yeah, well, they're supporting everyone who's playing Manchester City, but that's now the situation. We've got a title race, not a procession.
Well, a lot of people will study the game today and see how Tottenham set up against them, where they created the chances and how they defended really deep and really were hard to break down. And I think teams will take a lot of credit from that game, the way Tottenham set up, and Conte take credit as well. But other teams will look at that and think, well, that's what we should do, and we'll go to have it later in the season.
Mo Salah, 150 Liverpool goals. He's only the 10th person to reach that, and he's the second fastest behind the great Roger Hunt.
Yeah, well, it's incredible, isn't it? I mean, what a player, He just ever since he's had that red shirt on, he just looks a Liverpool player, and they've moulded everything around him. It's important they keep him. It's important he stays there. Any club in the world will want him, but that is an incredible stat. And he's a fantastic player. He's exciting to watch. He gets you off your seat. He's not just a poacher, like somebody that just scores in the 6-yard box. He does wonderful things on a football pitch. He scores exciting goals, and he gets little ones where he's missed it, like today is, he's gone to play it in the other corner. He's misses it a bit off his right foot. It doesn't matter to him. He has that pride in scoring goals, and this is a wonderful pass out from the keeper. I've got to say, Alisson, a beautiful touch there. But there he just keeps his head. Look, I'm not passing to anyone. He's got support around him. He's going, no, I'm just... Yeah, he's pointed. He knows the keeper's got that in his locker to hit. And they've gone asleep, Norwich. He brings it down. He just keeps his head. A lot of players there would have panicked.
Yeah. There's no panic, is there, Glenn?
No panic at all.
He's always in control of the football, and he's when people panic in front of the goal and there's goalkeeper and defenders closing you down, he goes the other way. He goes calm and sees the picture a lot bigger, and he just strokes it home with his weaker right foot.
You know what? Looking from behind the goal, that angle, I think he's actually done him with the eyes. We thought he scuffed it a bit, which he didn't click. He didn't hit it as clean, but he's done them with the eyes and put it back in the near post because he knows they're both going back. Once he comes back inside, here, look at his body. The way he hits there, we're thinking, all right, he doesn't hit. Look, there's the body, and no, I'm catching you out, boys. I'm going in the near post. That's brilliant.
But what a player! I think he's only got a year left, Stephen. His contract. I don't know what's going on with his agent and the club, but for me, he's fit as a Philly steer. He's top off. He's absolutely ripped. He's a very physically strong specimen of a man. Like, I think they should keep him for a long number of years, and his goals and his appearance record, backs that up as well.
And Díaz is a good point as well, because obviously Jota out with the ankle injury. Today, Mané and Salah have just been away. Firmino wasn't in the squad today.
Yeah.
They've got some depth and competition there now, haven't they?
They've got so much talent, haven't they? But it's good for him to get off the mark. It's a great ball from Henderson. That little run that we've seen Liverpool players do. He looks made for Liverpool, this lad, from out to in. As it goes in there, look, he's running across, and look, and suddenly he turns the afterburners on, and he sees a little gap there. And this is what happens. If you're a good runner off the ball at Liverpool and at Man City, at the top teams, you make a run, normally the ball, somebody sees you, and the ball's at your feet. Then it's up to you whether you've got the ability to do something with it and finish it. So he's going to get better and better playing in that team.
Yeah, that was a 34-pass move, and he's off and running in a red shirt, which is a huge boost.
Yeah, definitely. And as you mentioned, Steve, the strength and depth as well. They're all competing for places now. They've got a fantastic squad, and again, the Man City result today will give them a massive boost, the whole squad.
Yeah, and of course they've got this game in hand on Wednesday at home to Leeds. If they now are able to overcome them before that cup final against Chelsea, they'll go to Wembley 3 points behind Manchester City.
Well, it's a fantastic position to be in. You've got a cup final, parked, if you like. We'll worry about that. They've had a fantastic result against, Inter Milan. You can park that to a degree now and just keep that momentum going. They've got to keep the pressure on, and my word, they've done that. City might have thought, I don't think anyone within their house would have thought this is over. Pep certainly wasn't coming out saying that. But I think everyone in football, we were all thinking, well, it's going to take a lot to catch City. The only team that could do it is Liverpool, I've got to say. But it's now, with some of their players missing, they've now, Mané and Salah went to the African nations. They've got through that, okay. They've lost Jota maybe for a few weeks. For me, they've got that squad to keep it going. They've got to keep that pressure on City. They've got within sort of breathing distance of them. They're on their necks, but can they go past them? And City are a class horse, and it's very difficult to go past a class horse when they're in front. City now being questioned, can they go again? It's not going to be an easy one at Goodison Park with Frank. I think Everton at home are completely different than when they're going to be away. Frank's going to need more time to lay those sort of foundations down to play away from home. But at Goodison on the front foot with that crowd, that's not going to be easy.